Welcome back to the channel. I'm Pins Plays, and this is another Wuthering Waves video. I wanted to cover some recent news that's going to affect some of the stuff that you probably can or want to do in the game. So, I'm going to pull up something for you real quick here. You may have seen this floating around the internet the last few days. There's some improvements coming to the game pretty quickly here because of either things that were happening or trying to prevent things from happening. I'll talk about that all here in the video. In the current version, they're going to launch a limited time Echo Material Double Yield event, which is great because improving your Echoes if you're trying to push your account right now is incredibly hard. The materials are so limited that you would have to spend. I am currently free to play, so I do appreciate that. In the next version, they're also going to reduce the progression cost of Echo development, so it'll be cheaper for you as well. That's super great. In the next version, they're also going to update the amount of resource it costs to upgrade Echoes. They're going to remove the reward cutscene from Tacit Field. If you haven't been someone that's done Tacit Fields, you probably don't even know this. They do have a first-time clear reward, so I do recommend doing them all one time, but not necessarily spending the wave plates. So you can collect the reward without spending the money. I think late game that might be a system that people do try to engage with for the resources, so that's a really good change. Going forward, the yield of Echoes and Echo development materials will be increased. So it just means, again, Echo farming is just going to get better and better. In an upcoming update, they'll introduce a wave plate storage system. If you've played other gacha games similar to this, what that means is basically the way that your wave plates regenerate, you basically take a full day, like a 24-hour period, to get back to your 240 maximum wave plates. The issue is if, say, you have to miss several days for whatever reason, either life gets in the way, vacation, whatever the case may be, then you're stuck at that cap and you're losing out on all of those extra resources that you could be gaining. So in order to help with that, most gacha games these days have kind of a bank system where maybe you don't get the full amount, but a lot of them give it at 50%. We'll have to see what they roll out with, but they are planning on doing that in 1.1, I think, which is amazing. A lot of gacha games take like a year to put something like that in. So Kuro Games, with another huge W, super big fan of that. They're basically giving us a lot of rewards here, and I'll talk about why in just a minute, but you're getting 1 million shell credits, so that's super good. In addition to that, they're also giving everyone 20 crystal solvents, which is 60 wave plates each, so that's literally a week worth of the game naturally giving you back that resource. In addition to those rewards, they're also giving you basically 5 pulls on the premium weapon banner for free because of some issues they had with one of the weapons being mistranslated in another region, so it didn't really affect the United States, but it did affect other areas of the world, I believe in Japan. They did also get feedback that the Overdash Club event, which is going on right now, if you are currently playing the game, that's the event where you basically have a set amount of time to rush to the end of an obstacle course. It's very easy. The rewards are pretty underwhelming, and that is the feedback they got, is that it just wasn't a very interesting event, and the rewards are not very good. So they're actually going to add in a new event called Wuthering Exploration to offer new rewards. That event is actually going to start on the 6th, so in a couple of days, and it's going to have some very good rewards. 800 of the premium currency is actually half of a 10 pull, so 5 pulls. And then the Morphable Elite Class Echo 1 and 2, those are extremely good because you can actually create your own Echo of a specific set type with a specific power for new accounts starting out. So super good rewards for that. They're also giving premium tuners and premium sealed tubes, so more Echo related stuff. I don't know what the event actually entails yet, but the rewards are fantastic, so hopefully the event's fun too. We'll have to see on that. Now, the real reason they're giving out a lot of these rewards is they're actually going to move when version 1.1 is going to hit. So the real reason you're getting a lot of these rewards is that they are moving up when the next patch, when 1.1 is going to hit. The reason for that is they want to provide more content quicker. Also, they want to get out of the way of Zenless Zone Zero, which was going to purposely have the same release date as their 1.1 patch. So they're now going to actually go a week earlier on June 28th is when 1.1 is going to happen. Because of that, they are also going to make sure that the Yinlin banner is available for the full amount of time it would have been available, which means they are moving up Yinlin 1 week. Yinlin will be available starting on June 6th, which at the time of recording is only a few days from now. At the end of this, I am going to go over some Yinlin stuff just for people that are interested. Stick around if you are. If you're not, no big deal. They have also had some complaints about the camera angle or the camera work during fights, or focusing on the wrong enemies, The lock-on feature is kind of wonky. I think if you've played a decent amount, you've seen all of these issues. They are working on fixing that, so they're aware of it. Also on mobile, they're having issues where you feel like you hit the screen and it's not registering for whatever reason. So they are working on all of that stuff and hope to have some fixes available pretty shortly. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a lot of that worked out by 1.1 on the 28th. They did add some other stuff that people were having issues with. For example, the flour thing. You might have seen videos on the internet. Flour in the shop didn't have a limit per day, and people were just assuming everything had a limit and buying everything, and so people spent all of their shell credits on flour on accident. So they're adding limits to that sheerly to keep people from accidentally spending all their money, which is hilarious to me, but it is what it is. They're fixing some sound and audio stuff, some performance issues. Depth of the Elusive Realms is going to be improved in 1.1. Personally, I like the current version, although I do get the need to have more characters available, so I do understand, but I think it's great that they're already looking at improving that feature. Now, I do want to quickly talk about Yinlin. Since she is coming very quickly, there are things you can do to pre-prep right now if you want. This is optional. If you're not going to pull for her day one and you don't want to have her, close to whatever your current account's max is, I totally get it. But if you do, here's some things that you need to gather for her. I'm actually at the forgery challenge that you need to go to for her. So is the cow, apparently. Forgery challenge Misty Forest is what you need. So on the map, it's over here. You do need helixes to level up her skills. So you are going to want to farm this one a little bit just to be able to push her skills up quickly if that's what you're wanting to do. In addition to that, I'm going to pull up a resource I will link in the comments. One of the Wuthering Waves interactive maps real quick. So in the dim forest, she uses Coriolis, the mushrooms that spawn on the side of trees. She uses that. You can see here where this is pretty much the only area in the game they spawn in. They spawn once a day, and you do need these as an ascension material or a breakthrough material. So these are a limited resource unless you're visiting other people's worlds. You do want to go ahead and grab these now if you can. It takes just a couple of minutes to do a quick circle around the area. Pick up all those, do it tomorrow and the next day, and you'll have enough to keep up with her as far as ascending her as quickly as you can. The boss material that you'll need for Yinlin is in the top right corner. It's the end boss of the current storyline. You'll need these feathers, so make sure that you are killing Dreamless to get the feathers as well. That is something that's capped per week, so hopefully you haven't used all your attempts for the week on other bosses. You do want to get some of these feathers so that you can level her quickly. You'll also need Howler cores to level up Yinlin. You get tons of them by playing the game, so it's likely that you don't even need to farm this resource, but if you want to check, you'll need several of these, and eventually these. In addition to that, we'll go real quick. The other material you need, the boss material you need to ascend her. You do need this Group Abomination Tacit Core to level her up as well, so that's something you're going to want to pre-farm if you can. We have already received the extra wave plates. So a lot of people are going to have 20 or 30 of those on their account already if they've been playing a lot. You have a ton of room to get these quickly if you want to. You definitely don't have to, but if it's something you're interested in, I will be doing it just because I'm trying to keep my account pretty current. So you're welcome to do that. I hope you guys are having fun in Wuthering Waves, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a great one.